Okay, back for more fun. Let's. If you notice in this drawing, I've got a few sections already in place here, and there's a difference. There's building sections, and then there's wall sections, and there's other call outs that we can create too. But usually, a building section would be show more detail than just a single wall. And if you notice, it has a filled arrow at the tag head up there. Whereas this one is a wall section and it does not have a filled arrow at the top head. And in your browser, they get placed in different categories. Okay. So to see how these work out, let's add a couple of more sheets. And I don't know, we'll say A300. Building sections. All right. And I don't remember which one I want to put on there. So this one is section 1. So we'll bring section 1 in here. All right. And you can see it covers the whole part of the building. And if you don't remember, if you activate that viewport, you can come down here and change your detail level from in the drawing. Okay, and so let's just go ahead and add section 2, which were the stairs. Okay, and we talked previously about changing the scale, so we could certainly change the scale on those. All right, but that's not what I want to go for with this. So let's create another sheet. And we'll leave this one as 301, but let's rename it wall sections. Now I've created a wall section for you called curtain wall, so let's go ahead and pull it in. And let's drop it way down here at the bottom. And let's change the scale of that. Let's see, 1/8 inch. How does 3/8 inch look? Yeah, 3/8 looks good. Now let's go for a half. Why not? We've got the paper. All right, so we'll make that one a 1/2 inch, 1 foot scale. Okay, now then, and it's set to fine detail. Okay, so if you noticed, I placed a call out in here for that header, the curtain wall header type right there. And so I want to bring it into this sheet also. And I'm just going to place it here somewhere. And let's change the scale of that to like 1.5 inch. Of course, we'll have to bring it back down into here. Okay, and so now you see how we're progressing through, larger sections, and we're going to talk more about setting up sections and call outs and things next week. I think it's next week. So, but what I want to show you now is let's go back to my site plan, or my first floor plan, and let's look. So you can see it populated the heads for the sections with the sheet number and the detail number that it's on. Okay. And if I want to create another section over here through this curtain wall, because this wall on the left is identical to the one on the right, it's just they're on different sides of the buildings, and the grid numbers are different. But I can create a reference section, if you will, that will refer to that one as being similar. So the way to do that is I start my my section oh, I'm in a drawing, that's why. Let's go back to level 1, plan view. And let's go section. And before I do anything, I want to come up here and go reference other view. And I want to select the section curtain wall. I named it curtain wall 1. And then we'll come over here and place our cutting plane right there. It's just I need to flip that since it's on opposite sides of the building. And the reason I said that is because when I look at this section, the exterior is on the right of the view. And so when I come to this one, I want it to be the same orientation so that the exterior is on the right side of the view. And see, it named it as similar. I'm getting tongue-tied here today. All right. Also, when I was here, this call out that I previously created, see, it is numbered 2 on A301. Okay, and so if I need to, because let's say I have the same detail at each head, I can do that, but I need to open up this section view, or I could activate my viewport here, okay? And if I go here to call out, what are my options? Rectangle or sketch. So I'm gonna go call out, and I'm gonna go reference other view, and it's the curtain wall head. And, you know, I could do the same thing up here above there. And you see, and you can see that that number for detail 2301 is called the same here. It just says similar because it's the same kind of a detail. And you can, you know, move these things around. You can change the angle on the, you know, there's all kinds of things you can do to move those around. So let's pause it right there. I've got one more video that I want to make once I get my notes written up, and then we'll wrap up this week's tutorials.